is Roland Koontz, and I live with my family, Laurel, Juliet, and Maya.
Can I have some earrings?
I'm Juliet. My name is Juliet Siegfried, and yeah, you already said my family is not here.
I'm Maya Avery Koontz.
Yeah, can you say that to the camera?
I'm Maya Avery Koontz.
My name is Laurel Avery.
I met Juliet almost 20 years ago at a company called Macro International, and she was the first woman I was introduced to, well, pretty much the first person I was introduced to at that company. And right at that moment I sensed a very strong connection, and we even said, have I seen you somewhere before? Have we met somewhere before? And now my memory is fading as to whether or not I said that or Juliet said that, but I think it's Juliet who said that to me.
I think it's him. I met Roland and Juliet when I helped them move into their flat in Barcelona. They needed people to help them, and I was with another man at that time who was also polyamorous.
Well, we decided to live together mainly because Maya was going to be coming on the scene, and we wanted all to be a part of the family and bringing Maya up and being a full family. Maya, do you want to go play?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to play the puppet show.
Okay, well you can go up and
Okay,
play
well,
with your
we're going to
puppet.
stay here and do our interview, but you can go up and get to know your new puppets.
How I feel about Juliet and Laurel, it's there's variations in love that are quite extraordinary. You can feel passion in different levels for different people, where they're equally strong, but they have a completely different flavor. Juliet has the techno passion and the bouncy energy, and Laurel has the sophistication, the French and English combination of elegance and style, and each of them provides a unique sense and a unique facet to both love, sexuality, intimacy, day-to-day living, and it's a wonderful thing to feel when you have that in your life.
It wasn't love at first sight, but I definitely liked him from the moment I met him. Roland is the only one I think I've ever met who really seems to get me. I've dated a lot and had some really enriching relationships, but no one kind of gets all the way to my core and understands me. He was the one who understood my desire for polyamory. It was my big idea, not his, which is interesting considering how things worked out. But he understood the ability to love more than one person at a time, and that was fundamental to our starting relationship, and I think to our enduring success. He gets me in a way no one else does, and so it's a wonderful feeling. Well, we had actually had the idea of building a poly family for quite some time. We didn't expect it would be with another woman, actually, because for the first few years it was really me doing the dating, and we expected that we would be a family of probably two men and a woman, and we had considered the idea of someone with children as well. But Laurel just showed up and fit in so well, and we all got along so great that it seemed natural and easy. So the family vision changed to include her.
We have lived together, Juliet and myself, for the last probably about 15 years, and Laurel and I have lived together, or we have all lived together for the last 6 years.
We get along amazingly well. It surprises people. We work together all day. We run a business together. We're a family together.
It surprises me too how well we get along, because I have a hard time being with anyone for any length of time. So the fact that we all live together and work together so
Smoothly.
yeah, and constantly is incredible.
There's a lot of advantages in terms of running the house and raising a child.
And it's especially noticeable in emergency situations where one parent can be with the child, comforting them, the other parent can be cleaning up whatever mess, and the other parent can be contacting the emergency or doctor services. One of the disadvantages that a lot of people would see is in this kind of a situation is the sense that one person would be outvoted. And for us, we try to base it more on a Quaker philosophy of consensus, that we don't do anything that the majority wants but one person is unhappy with. We work, we talk until everybody agrees to do it. We all agree when we move to a new house that everybody wants this house. No one person is going to suffer because the other people want it a lot. No person becomes the martyr, because that kind of a situation destroys relationships.
Everyone has their own room.
Juliet and I do not sleep together. We are not bisexual, so Roland sort of alternates between Juliet and myself. Or
Yeah,
by
we have
himself.
no strict schedule. There's no. Some people set up a whole like Google Calendar with Mondays and Wednesdays and whatever. We just want to be natural and let it flow. If he wants to sleep alone or sleep with one of us, that's fine. And we often get the question, what if you both want him at exactly the same time? It doesn't happen like that. We're grown-ups, and if it's a special occasion or whatever, if it's fine, I can wait a day. So we're very relaxed about such things.
Maya loves having two mothers. She seems to think it's a completely natural thing, and in some ways she's, I think, curious that other children don't have two mothers. But she just takes it very normally. She always has she has extra love from her mothers, and she's got one father. And her friends don't seem to mind it either. They her friends at school take it pretty naturally. I trust her. I mean, I trust her absolutely implicitly with both Roland and Maya. She is, just because I gave birth to Maya physically doesn't mean that she is any less of Maya's mother. And she just does. I mean, she does things that many other mothers, I think, wouldn't even do. So she's really great. I think the secret to our relationship is being flexible. We are all amazingly flexible with each other.
From my perspective, I would say that shared values is one of our secrets. We're very different people with very different personalities and interests and day-to-day lives, and a belief in the kind of family that we're living here, in openness and how we interact with each other on a day-to-day basis, and sexuality and all of that. We agree on those fundamental things, and then the surface things can be as varied as a rainbow, and it's okay. So very, very different people, but since we agree on our fundamental family, we just get along great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.